Good evening, Jamestown Jackals fans. Norm Rodriguez here doing the play-by-play on opening night for your Jamestown Jackals here at JCC's Phys Ed Center, home of the Jackals as they take on the Buffalo Blue Hawks here on opening night. Along with me is my color commentator and partner in crime, Mr. Jeremy Becker. How are you doing this evening, Jeremy?
I am doing good, Norm. How about you?
I am doing quite well myself.
All right. Awesome. Very excited for this opening day. Had a little technical difficulty, but we got that fixed now.
What matters with that is that the game goes on.
Exactly. I'm ready for good quality basketball.
This should be one good game. Before tip-off starts, here are the starters for the Buffalo Blue Hawks. Jaquan Dash and Mosiah Townsend, along with Jalajade Brown, Ebby Kamara, and Jordan Street. The starters for your opening night, Jamestown Jackals, Brandon McClester, Latrell Alford, Nathaniel Hill, Ralph Williams, and Michael Davenport. We've got a couple familiar faces from past Jackals seasons on this roster.
Yeah, Michael Davenport and Brandon McClester are one of the more familiar starters for this team.
Ralph Williams also played for the Jackals for the first year of existence, but went to another team the second year, but now he is back, and we are happy to see him back in action for the Jamestown Jackals.
Yep.
Tip-off should happen shortly, ladies and gentlemen.
It's going to get really loud in here, Norm. The thing about Ralph, he went back to his home state of Florida to play with the Orlando Waves, but decided to come back to the Jackals, which hopefully he can produce this year.
And also one of the starters from a local college, Michael Davenport from St. Bonaventure University.
Ooh, big name basketball school.
St. Bonaventure also had that one player drafted by the Orlando Magic, Andrew Nicholson.
Oh, yep. I'm not sure what his stats are, but I hope he's producing well. Looks like opening tip-off is getting ready to start.
The two doing the jump ball are Nathaniel Hill and Ebby Kamara. Jump ball's won by the Jackals, recovered by Davenport, and gets it over to Ralph Williams. Williams takes it past half court, drives down the lane, gets it up to Nathaniel Hill, puts a mid-ranger up, and it is good.
Woo,
Jackals draw first blood. Nathaniel Hill off the assist from Ralph Williams.
Yep.
Not even 20 seconds in, 2-0 in favor of the Jackals.
Here comes the Blue Hawks in. Layup and good. Here comes Jackals driving.
Driving the score was by Jordan Street.
Yep.
Davenport with the ball pass half court.
Out of bounds.
Pass goes too far out of bounds, and it will be the Blue Hawks ball.
Okay, so. Here comes the Blue Hawks driving it.
Blue Hawks have possession. They're past midcourt now.
Way past midcourt.
Trying to look the pass, couldn't find nobody, but now he does. Puts up a long-range shot off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Jordan Street, the offensive rebound. Looking for someone to pass to, gets it off to Jaquan Dash. Telling everybody to clear off so that way he can get himself a lane.
Good defending
Gets
here
it
by
off
the
over to
Jackals.
Javon Johnson. Johnson makes a couple moves, drives the lane, gets it over to Street. Over to Brown for three. Off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Brown. Excuse me, Nathaniel Hill. Off to Ralph Williams.
Well,
Decides to slow it down to run a play. Puts up a three-pointer. Off the rim, no good.
defensive rebound by Buffalo. That is
Javon Johnson with the rebound.
Yep.
Though Nathaniel Hill tried getting the offensive.
But anyway. Layup is good.
Layup is put up and good by Jalajade Brown. Take the lead 4-2.
Yep.
Ball goes off to Davenport.
Hold up,
Finds it McClester. Thought about shooting the three, decides not to. Gets it to Davenport. Davenport feeds it to the post to Hill. He puts up a jumper. Shot's no good. Rebounded by Jordan Street. Street off to a good start, crashing the boards for the Blue Hawks. Brown has the ball, and he gets it off the Street. Gets it off to Javon Johnson, puts a mid-range jumper up off the front of the rim, no good. And a touchdown pass to Brandon McClester.
Wow, the speed by McClester was able to break through the defense of the Blue Hawks. What speed?
Off the assist from Latrell Alford. Almost like a Hail Mary pass, but it's not football.
No, this is basketball.
Ball's in J.J. Brown's hands. Now he gets it off to Jaquan Dash. Dash gets it back to Brown. He puts the shot up off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Hill. Who gets it off to Williams, driving pretty quickly. Gets it to McClester, puts a three-pointer up. Bang! Brandon McClester from downtown off the assist from Ralph Williams, and it gives the Jackals a 7-4 lead. Dash now has the ball for the Blue Hawks. Picks up a screen from Johnson, who now gets the ball. Gets it over to Kamara, puts a shot up, no good. Rebounded by Alford, another deep pass to Davenport. And another coast-to-coast layup, and a timeout has been called by the Blue Hawks.
What a start with these two deep throws by the Jackals.
Both by Alford, both beautiful passes. While we have this timeout, Jeremy, what do you think thus far?
Well, certainly defensively, Jamestown's playing great, but offensively, they're taking the rebounds that they give defensively, turning into offense, which is really keen.
Key things like that help win games and eventually win playoff games and eventually getting a championship, which is every team's key to the beginning of a season.
Oh, yeah, but this is, you have got to start somewhere, Norm, and the home opener is definitely where you start. And so far, Jamestown's off to that great start. It seemed like both Hill and Davenport were able to break past the defense, break behind the Blue Hawks defense and get those easy layups. But those passes were beautiful.
Both spot on. I wonder if the guy was ever a quarterback in high school.
Or he just practiced that play a lot in high school or college.
Maybe he did both. Who knows?
Very good possibility.
Either way, it's cool.
Oh, yeah. It looks cool. It is cool.
As we're about ready to break this timeout, 8:42 left in the first period. Your Jackals are ahead 9-4.
Oh, Chili's.
We've also got ourselves a pretty good turnout for our opening night game here for the Jackals. The bleachers are nearly full, and that's how they like it. What do you think, Jeremy?
Well, considering I just had technical difficulties with Facebook, I'm going to need the question again.
Blue Sharks get the ball.
I'll answer after break.
There's been a couple substitutions.
Yes. That
ball stolen by Williams behind the back pass to Alford, but the dunk is no good. McClester catches it out of the air. Davenport puts up a three. Off the front of the rim, no. Gets his own rebound. Drives to the paint, puts a layup up, no good. Rebounded by Hill. Gets it to Alford, to McClester, to Williams. Everybody touching the ball in this possession.
Wow.
Williams deciding to slow it down to make a play. Drives down like a jackknife, looking to pass, and he gets it off to Davenport. Puts a shot up, and it's no good, but he will be shooting two at the free throw line.
Ooh. Now, free throws are also important into this, but the offensive rebounds of that last sequence was really, really good, really clean. Got to get to those dirty areas before you can get anywhere else, right?
There's players that are willing to do that dirty work indeed. And now Michael Davenport's getting ready to shoot his two free throws. First free throw by Davenport, swoosh, nothing but net. Makes the score 10-4 now. Second free throw rims out, but it's rebounded by Alford, though Hill had a hand on himself. Davenport got it, gets it to Alford for three. Bang! From downtown once again.
2-point play to a 4-point play. Wow.
Latrell Alford, who had those two long passes, now makes a three-pointer off the assist from Davenport. A steal by Williams. We got a 5-on-2, and the shot's blocked, but there's a foul.
Yeah, Jordan Street got the first foul called on him.
What a display of hustle by Jackal defense.
Defense turns into offense.
And defense also wins championships.
Can we ease off the championships for a little bit? It's just the home opener, Norm. So far, so good, but we got to face. That's why we play every game, home and away.
As Hill's about ready to shoot his first free throw, the first free throw, nothing but net, makes it 14-4, and a 12-0 run for the Jackals in the last couple of minutes.
Very good. Big runs are very important. Now let's see if their defense can tighten up. Well, not tighten up. Keep their defense tight against Buffalo, and they should be able to.
Hill makes both free throws, a 13-0 run for the Jackals, making it 15-4. Blue Hawks looking to get something going. And the ball's loose and taken by Williams. Driving it down the court, gets it to Alford for the slam dunk.
Slammed it home. That is a 15-0 run right now.
That's correct, a 15-0 run, making it 17-4. Dash has the ball for the Blue Hawks. Drives with McClester on D. Brown's got the ball, and there is a foul. The foul's on Ralph Williams. And the Blue Hawks will be shooting free throws.
Be shooting too. So, and it will be Jalajide
Brown shooting the free throws for the Blue Hawks. The first one plays a little plinko, but it goes in. Brown gets ready to shoot his second free throw for the Blue Hawks.
Good.
Brown makes both free throws, making the score 17-6. With a little over 7 minutes left, Williams has the ball for the Jackals. Driving it past midcourt to the paint. Finds McClester, puts up a three. Kaboom! Another three-pointer for your Jackals. Make that an 18-2 run since trailing 4-2 early on in this game.
That is remarkable. These three-point shots are on point.
And Ralph Williams has been known to be a good with the assists. The Blue Hawks, put up a three to respond, but it's no good.
Up, long pass, 2-on-1.
A lob up the hill. Shot fake, and the shot goes in.
Jamestown certainly feeling it here in this first.
Yes, they are. Blue Hawks put up a three-pointer. Bounces off the back of the rim, no good.
Here comes.
The ball goes to Alford.
Alford will.
Gets to Davenport, and he draws a foul. It appears the foul will be on number 13 for the Blue Hawks. We're not sure what the name is. It is not on our roster.
13? Or let's see what they put up on the board. I don't have a 13 on my roster. I have a 12.
Either way, Michael Davenport shooting two for the Jackals. First free throw is a swoosher.
And here comes
Chris Calvin comes in for your Jackals in substitution for Nathaniel Hill.
What a good start by Hill. What a good start.
Michael Davenport about to shoot his second free throw. But Nathaniel Hill already crashing the boards in just a few minutes of playing time.
Yes, and so is Davenport. All right, so here come
the Blue Hawks. Jackals doing a little bit of a press, it looks like.
Yep, and they forced the ball out of bounds, so the ball will stay with the Blue Hawks. It looks like Alford will defend the throw in, and here we go.
A long pass. Blue Hawks trying to get something going. Drive down the paint by Brown. It's a 2-on-1. He nearly goes out of bounds, but a nice catch by the point guard. Throws a tough shot up, and I believe he drew the foul, but I'm not sure.
We'll see what the ref says. Yep.
It appears he has indeed drawn the foul, and will be shooting two at the line. First free throw is good, making it 24-7.
And here
5 3/4 left in the game. Maceo Wolford coming in for your Jackals, does a lot of work for the Jamestown community, a well-known and respected man.
Yep, Wolford squad, he was formed.
A tip in off the miss makes the score 24-9.
Okay.
Wolford's got the ball for the Jackals, drives it down to the paint, puts a shot up off the rim, no good, gets his own rebound, gets it to Calvin, who puts up a three, bang! Another three-pointer.
Off another rebound, too.
Wolford with the assist.
What a pass by Wolford.
What a way to make up for a missed shot.
Yes, definitely.
Mid-range shot by the Blue Hawks, bounces up, plays a little plinko up there, and it goes out of bounds.
Yep, Calvin.
Brian Hawkins coming in for the Blue Hawks.
Yep.
It appears he's subbing in for Jalajide Brown.
Yep.
Wolford's got the ball now for the Jackals, gets it off to Alford. Davenport almost loses the ball, but he manages to save it, but it goes out of bounds.
And stays with the Jackals.
Davenport's able to inbound to McCluster.
Yep. McCluster's going to try, he's going to stay outside the arc.
McCluster pulls up a mid-ranger, and it is good. A 27-5 run in the last 5-6 minutes, 29-9, and there's not even 4 minutes left in the first period.
Good defense, rebound control, and getting offensive rebounds is the key to this quick start for the Jackals.
They're picking up the trash, the leftover rebounds and the leftover passes and steals.
And getting those long passes, too.
McCluster nearly lost the ball, but he's able to recover. Flings it over to Davenport, got hit, no foul, and the ball goes out of bounds. It appears it's going to be the Blue Hawks ball.
Did I hear 30-second violation? Oh, that's number 7, Brian Hawkins. That'll make the throw in for the Blue Hawks. Defending him is Calvin. See what Jamestown could do here.
There's the inbound, puts a three-pointer up, bounces off the back of the rim, no good. Davenport with a save, but it gets caught out of the air by Javon Johnson. And Hawkins dishes it off to the paint, and the man with the ball scores off his assist.
And here comes Wolford.
Wolford gets it off to Alford, to McCluster in the post.
Whoa.
And the shot goes in off Alford's assist.
Nice, simple layoff off the post.
And an assist where he doesn't throw it down the court.
Well, those are good plays, too.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing.
No, it's good.
Blue Hawks drive it down the paint. The shot goes in.
Something I'm noticing with our opponent here.
3.5 minutes left, 31-13 Jackals. Wolford's got the ball, gets it off to Calvin, does a little spin move and draws the foul.
Anyway, so what I was going to say is what I noticed about the Blue Hawks is when they shoot for threes, they're not making it, and Jamestown's reading the play and being able to get those rebounds to create the offense. A lot of rebounds.
Yes, and one thing you should do when you put up a three-pointer is follow your shot.
Yes.
Like what Maceo did when he missed that shot, picked up the ball and got his assist.
Yep. Even assists are good.
And Calvin about to shoot his first free throw. Bounces around and goes in. Jordan Moore Graves comes in as a substitution for the Blue Hawks as Calvin gets ready to put up his second free throw attempt.
Oh, the injury to the Blue Hawks. Looks like a leg injury. Knee, maybe? Oh. Wish for the best.
Second free throw attempt bounces off the back, rebounded by Javon Johnson for the Blue Hawks.
Yep, 32-13 Jackals.
Shot put up no good, but draws the foul anyway. They'll be at the charity stripe for the Blue Hawks.
Yep.
It appeared the foul was on Chris Calvin.
Yeah, but he looked like he didn't know why.
In order to draw a charge, your feet cannot be moving and you've got to stand still. But if you're in the restricted area and even you are still, it's still a blocking foul.
Right.
Anyways, the first free throw attempt is good by the Blue Hawks. And it appears a timeout or some sort has been called.
Home timeout, yes.
A home timeout has been called indeed. Thank you very much, Jeremy.
No problem.
3:21 left, 32-13 in favor of the Jackals. So, anything thus far, Jeremy?
The discipline of the Jackals, the three-point shooting of the Jackals, the paint scoring, and even the mid-range jumpers in the defense. This is so far a complete game, and we just started here. Just all around complete.
And if they keep doing that this game, there's no doubt they'll get an opening night win.
And that's always a good thing. Always is worth the price of attendance for a fan.
Exactly.
Oh, is this a...
And there's also another catch, too. They need to be able to play like this for the full game. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Exactly. We've seen that with multiple sports teams.
Exactly.
Especially basketball. Someone could go on a 13-0 run, then get outscored 28-13 next.
Anything can happen.
Exactly. That's why you play the game.
Well, we got a little break in the action. I'm going to take a little NBA factoid, I know. There was one game the Rockets were down by double-digit points. Tracy McGrady scores 13 points in 38 seconds, helps them win the game.
Yes. Oh, we had some...
Took a couple of three-pointers, too, but they ended up winning.
Yep.
I believe it was a playoff game, too. If not, it was to help them get into the playoffs.
Definitely. Let's get some best NBA scores up in here. Because later tonight, the Utah Jazz will be at home against the New York Knicks.
Any other NBA games?
That's what I'm going to check right now. Oh, that sounds like fun. Free season pass. Oh, wait. One more, a couple of NBA games. No, Spurs at the Raptors is 20-20 with 10:56 in the second quarter. Tonight, Miami will be at Brooklyn.
Here comes the second free throw, and it's good. 32-15, 3:21 left in the first period and counting. McCluster has the ball for the Jackals.
Oh,
did an ankle breaker.
Breaks an ankle.
Pulled a little Allen Iverson, puts a mid-range jumper up, no good. Rebounded by Jordan Street. He's been clearing the glass really well for the Blue Hawks when he's been in.
Yep. Probably one of their better
ball
rebound
bobbled
players.
out of bounds. Jackals ball.
Hey! One. All right, who's you? It's gonna be Brandon. Yeah, McCluster's gonna bring it in. He gives it to Alford.
And Alford gives it back to McCluster.
And we're gonna drive right back up the court.
Picks up a screen from Davenport. McCluster gives it to Alford, puts a tough shot up, no good. Tries a tip in, no good. The ball goes out of bounds, and it will go to the Blue Hawks.
Off of Jackal's hand. Oh. And here comes back the Blue Hawks, number 11. We don't have the name on our roster, so he's going to drive up to the court and drive wide.
Maceo Wolford on defense and forced the ball to go out of bounds, but it's still Blue Hawks ball.
But still, the strongest defense as we have, I'm not worried at all about this inbound.
Inbound goes to Hawkins, who gets it off to Javon Johnson.
Yep. Johnson dribbles wide, gets a screen.
Drives past Wolford. Ball goes out of bounds, remains Blue Hawks ball.
Yep,
7 seconds left on the shot clock, too. They're going to have to do something quick.
Yeah, but if you drive down the shot clock, you drive down the clock.
Johnson looking to inbound. The guy receiving the ball almost falls.
Davenport
He's going to have to put up a long three. It looked like it was deflected.
Shot clock. Here it comes.
Alford gets it off to McCluster, and he makes the shot.
Easy layup.
It almost looked like it was a 24-second violation, but straight with a long pass to the point guard.
Buffalo has no counter.
The shot's rejected by Alford, going from passing to blocking shots.
Yes. Which
he's having himself a block party tonight thus far.
It is going to be a block party here tonight, I hope. There's also been a board party.
McCluster gets a screen from Davenport and gets it over to Wolford, who gives it back to McCluster, but the shot appeared to be blocked.
It was blocked.
Great defense by the Blue Hawks. They take the ball back to their own side. Blocked by Davenport.
What speed. Wow.
Looks like he wants to join the Blockapalooza. For the Blue Hawks, Nathan Williams is substituting in for Brian Hawkins. Nathaniel Hill and Ralph Williams come back in for Calvin and Wolford.
All right. So, Norm, what are you thinking so far of this game?
I'm thinking the Jackals are playing an all-complete game, and if they can keep like that, opening night win easy.
Oh, we're going to get two. Looks like Javon Johnson's going to go to the line, and sure got the foul there.
Michael Davenport. First free throw attempt is good, making it 34-16. $1:42 left in the first period. Jalajide Brown comes back in too, subbing in for Jordan Moore Graves.
Yep.
Both free throw attempts are good. 34-17 Jackals, 1:40 left in the game, first quarter.
Both teams both have 4 fouls.
Williams drives into the paint, puts a layup up, and scores.
That was a good screen there.
Drove through that paint also like a jackknife.
Like
Johnson's
a jackal
got the ball.
knife?
Even better. Javon Johnson has the ball for the Blue Hawks, makes McCluster fall, finds Street. Street wanted to shoot a 3, but Hill came to the defense, gets it to Moore Graves, I believe. No, Nathan Williams, correction.
Yep.
Either way, Jackals have the ball now. Williams tries to find Hill.
Hard pass.
Hill juggles, recovers, puts a shot up, and it's short. Johnson with the rebound for the Blue Hawks. Gets into the paint, puts a shot up, no good. Rebounded by McCluster.
That was a hard pass.
McCluster gets it off to Williams. Williams puts up a 3, bounces off the rim, no good.
And here comes Buffalo right back on the counterattack.
There was also a substitution for the Jackals. Damian Harris is in the game, number 0.
Ooh.
Brown puts up a 3, no good. Rebounded by Hill. Williams gets it off to Davenport.
Harris was looking for that.
Finds Harris to Hill. Puts a shot up, and it is good. One of those beautiful Tim Duncan-esque bank shots.
Yes.
Making the score 38-17.
And with less than 30 seconds left here in the first.
38-17 in favor of the Jackals. Three-pointer by the Blue Hawks, no good. Rebounded by Davenport, wings it to McCluster.
Another long pass.
And McCluster gets it in. 8.9 left in the first.
Another easy 2 points.
40-17.
That is a good opening period by the Jackals.
Puts up a mid-range 2. Got it. 40-19, 3.5 left.
Yep.
Ball goes to McCluster, but it lost control and it went out of bounds.
Buffalo is really having troubles making 3-pointers.
It appears they're a team that lives and dies by the 3.
Yeah.
We do have a substitution. Khalil Sherrod is in for the Jackals in place of McCluster.
Yeah, Syracuse University used to be like that. Used to live and die by the 3.
Johnson puts it up, beats the clock. It'll count, and it's no good.
Yep.
End of the first period, and the score is your Jackals 40 and the Blue Hawks 19.
What a good period. What a good period by the Jackals.
What's your outcome of this first quarter, Jeremy?
Jackals defense and their ability to turn rebounds into points. That's
another thing they're doing too, nailing the 3 ball.
Yes, something Buffalo has been unable to do.
What Buffalo needs to do is take it one shot at a time inside and then do the 3s.
Yes, take what they give you.
While we got this break in the action, other games going on NBA tonight. Wizards play the Detroit Pistons. The Sacramento Kings take on the Memphis Grizzlies. The Phoenix Suns against the Denver Nuggets. New York Knicks against the Utah Jazz. And the Pacers against the Lakers. One player that everybody should be looking at that's not LeBron James for Milwaukee, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Really? I haven't watched much from Milwaukee. Can you give us more of an insight on that?
He's an all-around power forward. He can play point guard. He can play shooting guard. He can rebound. He can pass. He can block shots. His parents are from Nigeria, but he was born in Athens, Greece. His brother played for the Knicks briefly, too, Thanasis Antetokounmpo. Greece by way of Nigeria.
Nice.
Another good player to look at, Nikola Jokic from the Denver Nuggets.
Okay.
Another one of those all-around guys that can pass, shoot, rebound, but one that will always be like that forever, Pau Gasol.
Oh, definitely. I've seen highlights of him. Definitely.
They call him the point forward.
San Antonio just took the lead over Toronto, 31-29. That's a very close game, although it's only in the second quarter.
The irony is we're about to start the second quarter here ourselves.
12 fresh minutes on the clock.
Blue Hawks start with a ball, and they get it off in time. Goes to Jalajide Brown, who gives it back to the point guard.
Point guard Javelis right to the center court. Oh, good deep.
And the ball goes to Ebi Kamara, who finds Jaquan Dash. Dash gets a screen, puts a hook shot up, no good. Rebounded by Ralph Williams. He is a good rebounder for a point guard.
Yes.
Jackal knifing it past down the court. Calvin almost lost the ball, but recovers.
One thing that we haven't mentioned is
over to Khalil Sherrod.
Yeah. One thing that hasn't been mentioned is speed. The speed of the Jackals compared to the speed of Buffalo.
Williams puts that shot up and good. Did a little bit of a crossover dribble and put the shot up. Picking up where they left off already in the first period.
Yes. Yes. Riding the momentum. Definitely in their favor.
Jaquan Dash has it for the Blue Hawks. Drives into the paint. Ball bounced around, but he recovers it. Finds Street. Street gets it off of the other guard, who drives, puts a shot up, but Hill caused a bad shot.
Here comes Harris.
Over to Harris. And Harris slams it in.
Another long pass. Wow.
The Jackal time slam. 44-19 in favor of the Jackals.
I love how the Jackals are able to break down the defense of Buffalo to get in the clear.
Jaquan Dash has the ball now, gets a screen from Street. Ball now to Jalajide Brown, puts a mid-ranger up, and it is good as he falls on his backside, making it 44-21. Harris gets it over to Calvin, who puts up a three-pointer, bounces off the rim, no good, but a rebound by Harris.
Gives it
Caught
back
the
to
Blue Hawks napping a little bit. They were looking for a call, and they ended up getting the rebound.
Yeah.
If the whistle doesn't blow, keep playing.
Exactly. Wait until the whistle. Play to the whistle.
Williams puts up a free throw shot. No good. Rebounded by Hill, who's been busy on the boards tonight. Puts another shot up, plays a little plinko, and off the rim. Rebounded by Street. He's probably already nearing 10 rebounds at this rate.
Oh, definitely.
I think he'll probably have 20 or 25 by the end of this game.
That'll be a good night.
Ball out to Kamara, puts a long-range two up, bounces off the rim, no good. A near same team out of bounds play, but ball recovered by Damian Harris. Williams has it now, finds Calvin, fakes the three, and draws, no.
A travel.
A traveling violation. It's going to be the Blue Hawks ball.
Huh.
There is a substitution on the court for the Blue Hawks.
That looks like Street. Yeah, Street's coming out.
Street may have been coming out, but he is making his minutes worthwhile.
Yes. Good. They're getting good production out of him. Definitely.
But here we are. The Blue Hawks have the ball now. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. The ball kicks off a foot of a player. 7 seconds on the shot clock for the Blue Hawks. 44-21 is our score here. 9:12 left in the first half.
What a good first half so far.
Brown inbounds the ball. Long three-pointer off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Hill. Throws a long pass to Williams and makes the layup.
Easy.
Another long pass assist. We've had a few touchdown passes here tonight, and this is basketball.
Maybe they should be quarterbacks in the NFL.
Maybe they were quarterbacks at one point in their lives and decided not to play football no more.
Well, they
or
certainly
like it.
They see the paint.
Brown's got the ball and almost went out of bounds, but does a common thing to avoid and it
throws it off
Jackals
Harris.
Ball, deflects it off a player.
Yeah, deflected it off Harris.
Michael Davenport comes back in for Nathaniel Hill. Hill being extremely productive out there when he's gotten some playing time.
Oh, definitely. All players have for the Jackals.
Ball to Ebi Kamara. Brown thought about a three, put a shot up.
It's good.
And the shot will count. Way to beat the
Yes.
shot clock.
However,
46-23 now.
Jackals doubling the Blue Hawks here.
Williams drives into the lane, but fakes it,
Whoa.
hits it to Calvin.
Backhand to Calvin.
Williams with another assist.
Maybe he'll have 10 assists.
I remember the first year that he played when I was working for this team, he had a few double-doubles in points and assists.
I think a couple players here tonight have potential for double-doubles.
Mid-range shot by the Blue Hawks, nothing but net, making it 48-25.
But here
Williams has the ball for the Jackals.
Here comes the speed of the Jackals.
Drives into the paint, gets the Sherrod to Davenport, puts up a three, bang!
Is that another three for Davenport today?
That's his second three-pointer of the game. 51-25.
Wow. Just wow.
We've seen a ton of assists from the Jackals, sharing the ball very well. Blue Hawks put up another three, I believe, no good.
Unable to get the three.
Harris gets the rebound, gets to the Sherrod, and Sherrod makes the shot off the assist from Damian Harris.
3-on-2 on that one. Buffalo
Kamara's got the ball for the Blue Hawks, drives it down the paint, and Davenport stripped the ball.
He can't.
Davenport thought it hit off another player, but it appeared to hit off him.
Oh.
So it'll remain Blue Hawks ball. And while we have this break, we've got a couple substitutions. Charles Thomas Jr.
Blake Thomas?
And Blake Thompson.
Blake Thompson. Okay.
Inbound goes to Jaquan Dash. Dash drives it into the paint. Puts a tough shot up, bounces off the rim, no good, but there's an offensive rebound. Dash puts up a mid-range jumper. Did a little rattle and roll, but it goes in anyway.
It's a three.
Oh, and it appeared they've given him a three-pointer off that shot.
Their first three of the night.
The first made three-pointer for the Blue Hawks tonight.
Where? All right, Harris got fouled. That's number 9 for the. Number 9 fouled. We got. And
Thomas Jr. thought about shooting the three, but decided not to.
He wants to.
Gets it over to Johnson. Blake Johnson over to Davenport. Rattles off the rim, no good. Jaquan Dash with the ball. Blue Hawks trying to come up with some work. A drive into the paint, a little teardrop, no good. Offensive rebound, no good. Dash with another offensive rebound for the Blue Hawks. The pass went out of bounds, but did it tip off a player?
They are going to give it back to Buffalo.
Yeah, it appeared to have hit off a player.
Yep, Dash will give it to Kamara. Back to Dash. See what Dash wants to do here. Wants to stay a little wide and see what he has on the court.
And Dash is being covered by Davenport. Dash picked up a screen. Kamara puts a shot up.
Shot
off
violation.
The glass, no good. It hit the glass. As long as it's not an air ball, it's live.
That's true.
Ball goes out of bounds. And we have a media timeout. 5:41 left in the half. Your score 53-28 in favor of the Jackals. What do you think of this second quarter thus far, Jeremy?
Jamestown picked up right where they left off in the first, and Buffalo finally made a three. But Jamestown definitely taking advantage of the rebounds of the 3 points that Buffalo's missed. But
and also their own when they've missed theirs.
Right. But the speed of Jamestown is, they seem faster, and it seems that Buffalo can't keep up. It seems like a. Oh, we got one miss.
So, any updates on NBA games?
Oh my gosh. Let me check real quick.
The Heat and Nets just started. 4:28 left in the first. Heat are down 12-11. Spurs and Raptors are tied at 35 apiece. The other games will be on in the next 5 to 10 minutes, and others at 10:30 or at 9 o'clock.
Yes. Actually, a couple at 10:30. Pacers, Lakers.
That Spurs-Raptors game should be a good one.
Yes.
The Raptors have got Kyle Lowry, Serge Ibaka, DeMar DeRozan.
Yeah.
But the Spurs, they're older, but they got talent. They got Tony Parker back.
Yep.
It's sad that Kawhi Leonard got hurt again, aggravated his quadricep. However, they still got Manu Ginobili at 40 years old, and he's still producing off the bench.
Oh, yeah.
LaMarcus Aldridge, who's going to be an all-star this year.
There's no doubt about that one.
And they also got a newer guy named Davis Bertans.
Ooh.
Power forward that can shoot the long ball.
Definitely an advantage. I'm going to check the stats on the
Spurs have always been a good team. They have not missed the playoffs since 1997.
Wow, that's a good run.
And Greg Popovich has been their head coach for over 20 years.
Jackals ball and the offensive.
And it'll be Jackals ball here. Off the Thomas Jr. puts up a three. Off the back rim, no good, and rebounded by the Blue Hawks. Rebound by Abby Kamara. Oh, the Jaquan Dash, and the ball is taken away by Blake Johnson.
2-on-1, here we go. Oh.
And Thomas Jr. makes the shot
Easy
off the
layup.
assist from
Easy
Jordan
layup.
White, who just came into the
Wow.
game.
Wow.
Blue Hawks looking to answer back. Pass over to Dash.
And Dash. Well,
And Dash with the assist to an unnamed player that's not on the roster.
Yep. We got a couple of unnamed.
Calvin has the ball now for the Jackals. Puts a free throw link jumper up, no good.
Nope.
Blue Hawks got the defensive rebound.
And here comes Zero.
Drive into the paint, puts
Blue
a shot up. It was tipped for a second.
And Calvin
but the ball's
has
rebounded
got
by
the rebound.
Calvin. A good job to get rid of the basketball.
job.
Gets it off to Davenport.
See what
Davenport drives it into the paint, gets it to Thomas Jr. Oh, Loba, he stepped out of bounds.
Yes. That's what I seen. I thought I seen the back of his heel.
The way Davenport's been playing, he's proven why he was named Rookie of the Year 2 years ago.
And definitely maybe someone to watch for in the future.
Most definitely. I remember one player Jackals had a couple years ago named Daryl Miller.
Go on.
Averaged over 30 points a game, I believe. Now he's playing for a team in Saigon, Vietnam. Doing very well.
Vietnam?
That is correct. Now
Good
Jaquan
morning.
Dash has the ball for the Blue Hawks. Looking for someone to pass to. Gets it to Brian Hawkins. Over to Kamara. Shot's no good. Gets his own rebound. Puts another one up. No good.
That
And
was
rebounded
tipped.
by Jordan White.
Calvin actually tipped.
White bolts it down to the court. Three-pointer. Off the rim. No good.
Another offensive
Thomas
rebound.
Jr., but an offensive rebound.
That was rebound
Off
by
to
White.
Davenport. Davenport puts up a three. No good. Off the side of the rim.
His own rebound.
Gets his own rebound. Another offensive board.
White to Thomas Jr. Thomas drives into the paint. Layup.
What a move
Wow.
by Thomas Jr.
Wow.
Looking like Jason Williams out on the court. Woo! We just need to see some slick back passes and passes to the knees.
Yes,
and
definitely. Three by Buffaloes.
the three's no good,
Nope.
but it's rebounded by Hawkins.
Another three.
Kamara for
attempts.
three, no good.
An offensive rebound.
Davenport to Thomas, to Sherrod, and the shot's good off the assist from Thomas.
Wait, Sherrod, he has some good speed. We got timeout.
Wow, timeout's been called.
By Buffalo.
3:26 left, 59-30 in favor of the Jackals. Jackals are not skipping a beat.
No. That is awesome. I am very pleased with what I've seen recently.
When it comes to, even when it comes to playing bad teams or whatever, you got to take every team seriously.
Oh, yeah, there's definitely no doubt about that. Because any team can beat any team any given day.
One team can be like 1 for 20 from three, and the next one they can make like 23s in a game.
Exactly.
Like the Houston Rockets.
Oh, yeah.
The Rockets are a type of team that live and die by the three ball. They put up over 40 a game.
Well, when you have Harden, CP3,
Ariza, Eric Gordon,
Yep, on the same team.
Gerald Green now too.
Yep. We have them on the same team, and they have some pretty high three-point percentage. Actually, let's look that up. We're gonna double check that.
The last game, Eric Gordon hit 7 3-pointers off the bench and had 30 points.
Right off the bench. Wow.
And they did it with 2 players who got suspended for trying to break into the Clippers locker room, Green and Ariza.
Why would you try to break into an opposing
They
team's
wanted
locker?
to fight Blake Griffin.
Oh.
And I don't remember who the other player was, but
I remember.
one was Blake Griffin. But
yeah,
anyways,
because Griffin and
Blue
Chris.
Hawks have the ball now. Javon Johnson has it. Drives into the paint with Thomas on D. Tipped the ball out of his hands, but it'll remain Blue Hawks ball. Inbound goes to Hawkins. Puts a mid-ranger up over Davenport. No good. Bounces up, and an offensive rebound. Hit off of a player's foot.
Off of Jackals' foot. And Wally Reynolds will take it in for the Blue Hawks.
Javon Johnson doing the inbound. A turnaround jumper off the back rim. No good. Rebounded by Davenport. To Thomas to Calvin. No good. Offensive rebound by Sherrod.
And here's Thomas.
And got it off to Thomas, who drives into the paint and scores.
More points.
What
Wow.
production Charles Thomas has been off the bench.
Yes.
As well as Khalil Sherrod.
Oh.
Sherrod's like Flash Jr. out there.
Yeah, everyone's producing.
And a steal now by Jordan White.
Here we go.
And
Easy.
another score.
Easy 2 points.
Taking advantage of the turnovers.
63-30 with 2:30 left in the second period.
Dash has the ball and draws the foul, and appears it's going to be on Jordan White.
Yep. Wait.
How about these bench players for the Jackals?
Everyone's producing today. The starters, the bench players. Really?
While we got a little time, Jalajade Brown comes back in for the Blue Hawks.
It's an inbound, so.
Gets it off to Javon Johnson. And we got a foul, and appears it's going to be on Charles Thomas Jr.
Yep.
Inbound by Johnson to Hawkins to Dash. Everybody touching the ball.
Yep.
Dash to Hawkins. Played a little bouncing, and it goes in. Hawkins off the assist from Dash. 63-32.
And here comes
Jordan White's got the ball, puts a mid-range jumper up. Nothing but net on that 2-pointer.
Swish.
A touchdown pass attempt,
Nice.
but deflected by Davenport. It will remain Blue Hawks ball with a $1:58 left in the first half. 65-32 in favor of the Jackals.
Davenport was trying to say that
Hawkins gives it off to Brown. To Dash.
Let's see what Dash does here. Observing the paint.
Gets a screen from Hawkins. A little pick and roll. Bad shot attempt, but he draws the foul, so he'll be shooting 2.
Yep. Oh, we're not going to get free throws. We're going to inbound. Was it inbound or is it? Yep. What are you doing here? Is there going to be a inbound situation?
It's not a shot foul. It's going to be an inbound. It will remain Blue Hawks ball, though.
Hawkins is not happy with that, but oh well.
Sometimes that's the way it is.
Yep. The rules are the rules. And the refs, how the refs call it.
Inbounds it to Johnson, who has a little leverage against Thomas. Gets up to Jalajade Brown, almost falls, puts a shot up and it airballs. Rebound by Calvin, and it hits off Jordan White's foot.
And
tried to rush that a little too quick.
Yeah, trying to get maybe the ball for another long pass. But definitely impressive.
It's impressive, but you also got to take your time sometimes, too.
Yeah.
Just be sure not to do the 8-second violation.
Yeah.
Hawkins to Brown, and he tips it over to Javon Johnson. No, excuse me, Jordan Moore Graves.
And Graves stepped up. Moore Graves stepped out. So, Norm, any updates with basketball or?
At halftime, the Raptors are ahead of the Spurs 44-37. And as we near the end of the first quarter for the Heat Nets game, Heat are up 21-20.
Ooh.
I think one of the Nets' good pickups via trade or free agency was Alan Crabb.
Oh, yeah.
Picked him up from the Portland Trailblazers, but he's been seeing starts and not being a six-man.
Well, that's all a result of what he did in practice. Remember, practice determines the starters.
That is true.
So
some six-men aren't used to being starters.
Well, no, but he's been producing pretty well for Brooklyn. All right, and so we got we got Sherrod taking the inbound for the Jackals.
Yes, we do.
Yep. See what Sherrod does. So we give it to Calvin Thomas Jr.
Charles Thomas.
Oh, Charles Thomas.
It's all good, Jeremy. It's all good.
Mistakes happen, I know. Let's see what Thomas does here.
Past half court and gives it off to Chris Calvin.
Oh, there's Calvin.
Calvin drives the paint, puts a shot up, and it is good despite the defense attempt by Jahmai Brown.
It looks like no matter what Buffalo tries defensively, Jamestown is just racking up and putting pressure on offense.
That they are. Brown gets it over to Hawkins, over to Moore Graves.
Their second
and a three-pointer goes in.
35-67. Sherrod has
long
the ball.
pass to Sherrod.
Back to White.
Gives it back to Jordan White.
White wants to see what options are available.
He'll be fine. He puts up a two-pointer. Bounces off the back rim. Another rebound by Hill. Thomas for three. Off the rim, no good. A little tip play. It's looking like volleyball, but another rebound.
Thomas, back to Hill.
A center pass to Hill by Thomas. I was right saying Thomas is the next Jason Williams.
Yeah.
Thomas drives the paint. White for three. Bang! Oh, two-pointer. It's a two-point shot.
And we're going to...
Either way, that's a bang to me.
Yep, 2 points, 3 points. Points are the only thing that matters.
10 seconds left in the half, 69-35. Jackals are ahead.
What a half.
Johnson's going to try and run the clock as much as he can. And almost a steal. And a steal. White better go quick. It'll... Oh!
Good attempt by White.
In spite of that, we got a big lead entering halftime. The score, 69-35 in favor of the Jamestown Jackals. Wow. So what do you think of this first half?
Energetic. Definitely feeding off the energy of the crowd. But
lots of offensive rebounds, too.
Yes. And again, rebounds is key defense and even offense inside the paint. And Buffalo has not been able to get the offensive rebounds to produce points off of. And it seems like the only points they've been able to get is in the paint or just outside the paint. So...
During this halftime, we also have an update for the Heat Nets game at the end of the first quarter. The Heat are ahead 24-21, and the Spurs and Raptors has not begun yet for the second half, so that remains 44-37.
We got a little.
Some of the key players for these games. LaMarcus Aldridge not off to a good start. 2 of 11 shooting in the first half. He's 1 for 1 from three-point, though. Pau Gasol, though, looking good. 10 points, 3 boards, 1 assist, 5 of 8 shooting.
It's not bad.
Kyle Lowry with 11 points in the first half, 3 for 5 from three-pointer, 3-point range.
Whoa, almost hit one of our staffers. I almost hit one of our staffers. Down between Preston and I don't know who else. Norm, what are your thoughts on this half, on how the half ended?
What were my thoughts?
Yes.
All hustle. That's all it was. All hustle in the favor of the Jackals. Grabbing offensive rebounds. Nathaniel Hill tearing it up.
Yes.
He's like the windshield wiper on the dirt of a windshield. He'll wipe that off. Wipe that ball off, get the offensive board.
Yes. Canceling out any chance for defense. Davenport's also having one heck of a game.
This is why he was named Rookie of the Year 2 years ago, like I said.
Yes.
And how about some of that passing by Thomas Jr. and also Latrell Alford. Alford with those 2 Hail Mary passes.
Both redeemed in for points.
What do you expect for in the second half?
Well, hopefully for Jamestown, keeping up the pressure and momentum. They can't let Buffalo back into this game.
Yes, the one thing is to not let up.
So I'm going to look probably in the first maybe 2.5 minutes to see if any momentum swings back to Buffalo, but I do not think so. I think Jamestown's defense, at least as of right now, is too strong, and Buffalo can only manage to get maybe a couple threes, and they have to drive to the paint basically and try to get layups.
That's the main problem for the Blue Hawks. They're settling for three-pointers.
Yes, and Jamestown is just opening the court.
That's how they're getting open shots, open threes, open twos.
Definitely.
Free throw shots, everything. The works.
And the Hail Marys help a lot, too. Whoa.
And those prayers were answered 3 times in the first half.
Yeah, I believe it was 6 points off of those.
Yes, there was no 3-pointers.
Yeah, right. So
they didn't have to go to reconciliation either.
No. No confessional either. Oh, wow. Oh, this little boy. Oh. Got a little midget. I'm not going to say midget. That's a bad term. Whoops.
I would not be surprised if the start of the second half they may put in some backups.
Ooh.
34-point lead. Get them some playing time.
Oh, yes.
We like to call that sometimes garbage duty, mop-up work.
But you got to sustain defense. Got to sustain pressure. I got to take my glasses off. Oh, my gosh. Woo.
That it is. How sweet it is.
How's our Facebook? How's our Facebook world out there? Hello? We're good. We're talking to you, Jeremy. We're so good. Thanks, Facebook.
I think another decent player the Nets picked up besides Allen Crabbe, Quincy Acey.
Yeah.
They picked him up a year ago. He's been shooting more 3-pointers as of recent.
Yeah, and I forgot the name from the Knicks.
Kristaps Porzingis?
Yeah. Porzingis.
One guy they picked up that's good, Michael Beasley. Gets like 10, 12 points, and he only gets 20 minutes a game.
That's making the most of your time.
That it is. Who do you think should be an NBA player to watch for that may be overlooked or not being looked at enough?
Well, there's a lot of good players under Curry, KD, but definitely, definitely, I don't know. I got to think about that one. Definitely got to think about that one.
I can think of a couple from past years. Al Jefferson when he was with the Hornets. No All-Star games in his career. He's averaging over 15 points and 8 points a game. Another dude I think that's overlooked a little bit is Draymond Green. He's got the most triple-doubles in Warriors history. He has 21, and you know how many games out of those they won when he had a triple-double?
A lot.
All of them.
All of them.
And his recent triple-double was a couple weeks ago.
Darius Green, he's only overlooked because he's on the same team with Curry and KD.
Yeah, he's like back in the shadows.
Right, but maybe he likes that. Maybe he likes being back in the shadows. That's where he performs better. There's plenty of players on every team that does better in the shadows.
All right. You know one player I think the Nets should have kept and not traded? Brook Lopez.
I was just about to say Lopez.
He started picking himself up from outside shooting that past season, too, before he got traded. Now he's doing nothing with the Lakers.
A change of scenery sometimes is like change of scenery is 50-50 Russian roulette. You don't know if you're going to be good or bad, or if you're struggling or not. Good thing we have cages on the shot clocks.
I remember a few years ago when they were a good team and were in the playoffs when they had Darren Williams, Joe Johnson. They also had a good point guard that was good as a starter and off bench, Sean Livingston, who's currently with the Warriors. He himself nearly could never play basketball again because of a knee injury he suffered. Tore everything, and they nearly had to cut the leg off. But he fought back, and he's got a couple rings to show for it. He's got no regrets.
Well, yeah, the bling's all you need. Couple NBA championships, that's no problem for anyone.
Even though LeBron finally got one in Cleveland, his first one will always be with Miami.
That is true. I bet a lot of fans don't want to admit that's true, but it's true. But it's true. and be able to have to face the facts.
There's going to be a couple good players that'll never get a ring. Russell Westbrook, I think, will be one. Carmelo Anthony is going to be one. Kevin Durant had that label for a long time, but now he ended it. And what's funny is when they had the 73-win season, when they broke the 72 by the Bulls,
Right.
one of the players on that 72-win team was their head coach, Steve Kerr.
That's right.
I also got a factoid about him, too. He's got the highest three-point shooting percentage in NBA history with a minimum of like 1,000 attempts.
Oh, my
45.4%.
Wow. Wow.
You know how many times Stephen Curry led the league in three-point shooting percentage?
Once, I think?
None.
None?
None.
I thought he did one season.
Nope. Three-pointers made, yes.
What's he say?
A couple of the years where he could have gotten it, Kyle Korver got it.
Oh. Well,
Korver is accurate. Like,
well, yeah, and especially being outside the arc. It's definitely pays to be accurate.
you know what team I should say look out for in games coming? The Pelicans.
Really?
Anthony Davis, DMC. They picked up Rajon Rondo, and he's been looking okay. Drew Holiday. But Anthony Davis is starting to get that three-point shot coming.
Well, I mean, he was a heck of a three-point shooter in college. I remember how highly talked about he was, and he was worth the hype. He deserved all the hype he got.
And then Davis had that growth spurt.
That helps too. Those growth spurts make the jumping for threes a lot less often.
Oh, yes.
Oh, boy. Oh, we got Scotty. We got Scotty. Here he goes. Oh.
Scotty!
Maybe Scotty should go to the overhand. Oh. Never mind. Norm, do you miss your public announcing days?
For the Jackals, yes, but for the Jayhawks, honestly, no.
You know Kel's hearing this, right?
Yeah, it's experience, but I had to move on and do some bigger and better things to make some money.
Yeah. Money's pretty much everything, let's be honest here. But I miss doing my public announcing for baseball and football. I had a couple credentials with them. I did they did an 11-year-old travel team for baseball called the Jamestown Raptors. I did public announcing for them. Jamestown Babe Ruth playoffs here in the local area. And then I did Bemis Point Dragons football, which is like their midget football team right below the high schools. And that's what I did.
Did you ever get paid for it, like $10 a game?
I got free food.
Oh, I've done stuff like that for free food.
I mean,
I still do it for the high school I went to sometimes.
Brockton?
Yeah, they give me free food and drinks and whatever.
Hey, JHS.
We do got a couple updates on some games. A couple more games just started. 6:47 left in the first. The Pistons are leading the Wizards 13-5. At 7:34 in the first of the Kings-Grizzlies game, Kings are ahead 11-6. Zach Randolph may get a little revenge against his former team tonight.
Revenge is served awesomely cold.
It was sad to see him get let go by the Grizzlies because he was one of their most longest tenured players that they had.
That's why I understand like a player's age, but
he could still play.
Right, he can still play. It's like even if he's minimally contributing to a team, he's your longest contributed player. He's leadership voice in your locker room, and the rookies are definitely listening to a player like him who's had experience in the league.
And one of the rookies for his team that's doing well, Bogdanovich.
Oh, yeah.
And I think another great defensive player in the NBA right now, speaking of the Pistons, Andre the Big Penguin Drummond.
You know, defensively, he has been great as of late.
And you know what he's also worked on well, too? Free throw shooting. He's made over 60% of his free throw shots this year, and he was never a 40% for his career. He was under 39% for his career. I believe he's brought it up to over 40% now with his improvement. And DeAndre Jordan's improved, too. He's just under 60%.
Oh, my gosh. Wow.
He was under 60% this year. DeAndre Jordan was 43% for his career.
Wow.
There's just some people that just can't make free throws.
Well, but they probably contribute. They do contribute in other ways. Are we even rolling? We have 2 comments.
No, it shows 2 at a time.
Oh.
I don't know why it does that, 'cause we've been getting a bunch.
What?
We've been getting a bunch. Nothing about you guys, though. You guys have been nothing.
Not yet. Oh. We love you, Facebook. For now.
Third quarter just started not too long ago for the Spurs-Raptors game. Raptors are now ahead 48-37. Still plenty of time left for that for the Spurs.
We're live on 2 things.
Hopefully LaMarcus Aldridge can pick it up a little bit and help them come back and win this game.
Yep. By the way, Jackals and Blue-Hawks have re-entered their court for pre-third quarter warm-ups.
That's a symbol that we are getting ready for the second half.
I am excited to see what the Jackals can.
I believe they're not going to skip a beat. They're going to pick up where they left off.
Yes, that's a key. The first 2 minutes are the most crucial in this third. In the third.
Yes, you only have an X amount of time before another team just sees the weakness and bites it
Yes.
it in the bud.
Yeah, just like how quickly Jamestown has counterattacked.
Exactly. But Jamestown, the Jackals have always found an answer in this game thus far.
Uh-huh, yes. And that's why they're almost up double. They're a point below doubling the Blue Hawks in points.
Either way, they're still ahead, and the fans like it. That are point for the Jackals.
At the end of the day, it's not how much you're ahead by. It's you were ahead by something, and you won the game. So definitely watching out for that. I would like to take this time to plug in anyone that wants to go to the Sunday Tier Express game tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. Northwest Arena. Norm and I will be there. Thank you. Right, Norm? Tickets are $5 at the door, and get your chicken tenders or anything you want from the cafeteria. Request Norm. He's definitely worth the $5 tip by snuck into the tip jar. That might not got to him. It didn't get to you? Son of a basketball.
Just hit me up with it another time.
Oh well. Posing for a picture. Bop, bop, bop. It's also gotten loud in here.
Start of the third quarter about to come underway here, and the Jackals are ahead 69-35. Even though there's a 34-point lead, anything can happen, Jeremy.
Definitely anything can happen. Anything can happen. It all starts with defense, and will Buffalo be taking the ball? Yes, Buffalo will be taking the ball to start this because Jamestown won the jump ball at the beginning of the game. 12 fresh minutes on the clock. Is that Calvin? That is not Calvin. No, it's Charles. That's Charles running back. It seems.
The original starting lineup is back in the game for the Jackals.
See if.
And the same for the Blue Hawks. They got their glass cleaner Jordan Street on the court now.
Yep. And here we go. Buffalo takes it down. Street has the ball.
Jaquan Dash with it. Got tipped for a minute, but it goes to Javon Johnson.
Oh, Dash. My bad.
Back to Dash.
My apologies.
Goes over to Kamara. Turnaround jumper, no good. Rebounded by Alford.
Oh!
Williams with a flashy spin move. That's why he's the Flash. Puts a teardrop up, no good. And a foul's been called on the Jackals.
Yes.
And I believe it's going to be an over the back.
Yes.
It's on Ralph Williams.
Well, you can't go over the back of a player, obviously, especially if you have the ball. But
anyways, Dash has the ball for the Blue Hawks.
Dashing
drives into the paint, gives it off the Street, who's kept himself busy tonight. Gets another rebound off his own miss, but it gets blocked by Hill.
Wow.
The Blockapalooza has not ended yet tonight.
Everyone invited, everyone on the Jackals.
Foul has been called on McCluster.
Yep. Let's see what we. But it's not a shooting foul.
Jelajide Brown's going to inbound it for the Blue Hawks.
Jelajide Brown. Let's see. He's going over what he's giving it on the court, and now Dash will take the ball.
Being covered by Ralph Williams.
Yes.
Dash gets a screen from Kamara, puts a shot up, no good. Rebounded by Hill, keeping himself busy once again.
Yes, can we say he dashed into the paint, though?
William flashes and gets it off to McCluster. Shot too strong.
Whoa.
And an overthrow,
Buffalo.
unless Dash could save it, and he can't.
Buffalo tried to do the same thing Jamestown did in the first half, but looks like they were not connected on that play. Or they could not connect.
Williams has the ball for the Jackals and gives it to McCluster.
McCluster
now to Davenport, the post to Alford. Alford puts up an elbow shot, no good. Rebounded by Kamara.
Jamestown's not making the same shots they were in the first half.
Nobody has scored in this period thus far.
We're only
Either way, it's still 69-35 Jackals.
We're a minute, we're almost 2 minutes
Brown
in.
drives, puts a shot up, draws a foul, and he will be shooting two at the charity stripe. The foul is going to be on Michael Davenport.
Yep, 23 for...
We'll most likely get our first points of the second half here right now.
We're only 2 minutes in. I don't know why we're over-exaggerating this.
Well, this is not being exaggerated.
That's true.
Brown's first free throw attempt bounces off the
Still
back
no
and
points.
out.
Oh, whoa. Got a little too close. Still no points.
10-13 and left in the third. Score remains 69-35.
Brown will take his next shot. And we have our first point. It's 36. 36, okay.
First point of the second half belongs to the Blue Hawks, 69-36 now as we approach 10 minutes left.
Flashes ball to McCluster.
To Hill in the paint.
Oh, back for three.
Alford for three. Bang!
They give him three? Yes, they give him
Another
three.
downtown trifecta, you betcha. And as you were saying, Jeremy, now the Jackals have doubled up on the Blue Hawks.
Yes.
Brown puts a shot up, but it got deflected, I believe, which caused the air ball. And a foul has been called.
The foul is...
Seemed like there was, but I could be wrong.
What is our referee saying?
Looks like Davenport's tying his shoe.
Okay.
Johnson inbounds the ball, gives it over to Jelajide Brown. Brown drives with Hill under the defense, and a foul has been called.
Yep. So a little more of a feeling out to begin this third period.
There have been 3 fouls already, and we're not even 3 minutes in. It appears Street's going to inbound for the Blue Hawks.
That is true, yes. And Hill will be
on the defense.
Yep.
Passes it over to Brown on the inbound. Being defended by Alford. Brown tries to drive into the paint, but he can't. Gives it to Kamara instead. to Johnson. Johnson drives the paint, puts a shot up, and it's good. Score now 72-38. Ball nearly got stolen by Dash on a press attempt. But Flash gets it past half court. The jackal knife maneuver.
Yes.
Picks up a screen from Davenport. A little pick and pop attempt. But the ball goes off and puts a shot up off the rim. No good. Street with another rebound.
That's making production of points.
He's gotten a lot of those rebounds tonight.
Yes. He's making most of his time.
Ball's with Jelajide Brown. Puts up an elbow shot, and it's good. A little elbow teardrop, making it 72-40.
Now here comes Jamestown. That is Flash that has the ball.
We need to put a lightning bolt on his chest.
No, we do not. Davenport has the ball. He's going for the three.
Davenport. Off the back rim and no good. Javon Johnson with the rebound.
And here comes Dash. He's not exactly dashing up the court. Gets it up to
Kamara.
Kamara drives into the paint.
Shot no good, but draws the foul, and it's going to be on Latrell Alford.
Davenport, that does not count.
So what do you think of the third period thus far?
Jamestown's a little slower, definitely. But that's just probably getting out of the half.
But you don't want to turn off the intensity.
No. Appreciate it. No problem.
First free throw attempt by Kamara off the front rim.
Timeout taken by James.
And a timeout has been called.
By Jamestown.
A Jackal timeout. 8:21 left in the third. 72-40. As we attempt the free throws coming up by the Blue Hawks. While we got this break in the action, we're going to check on some NBA updates. 7:33 left in the third. Toronto's ahead of San Antonio, 52-41. Heater ahead of the Nets, 48-39 with under a minute and a half left in the half. End of the first, Pistons Wizards. Pistons are ahead 29-19.
What do we got? I'm going to look up from college. See what's happening in college hoops.
Drummond's already off to a fast start. 3 points, 7 boards, and 4 assists. He's never been known to be an assister in his career. So, how are some college scores looking?
Number 9, Michigan leads Indiana 64-39 with 8:22 in the second.
So, second half.
Yes, the second half. And that is the only game going on, at least for the top 25. So number 9, Michigan is.
Are there any more other games in action for NCAA?
Nope, that's the only college. Everyone's getting ready for the championship weekend. Jacksonville will go to Foxborough, and Minnesota will go to Philly. Norm, what do you got for those games?
Say that again?
What do you got for those games? You got Jacksonville or New England?
I do not want to see the Patriots in the Super Bowl.
No one around here
They've
does.
got no credibility now.
No.
For the NFC, I think Minnesota's going to choke.
Like they did against the Seahawks a couple years ago?
Second free throw attempt is good. 72-41.
Ralph has the ball. He dribbles, gives it up to Davenport. Davenport goes into the paint. Oh.
Draws a foul.
Yep. So. Offensive?
A 3-second violation.
3-second
violation on Nathaniel Hill.
Huh.
Do you know what a 3-second violation is?
Wow.
I know what it is. Anyways, ball got deflected by Hill, and it goes out of bounds off the pass by Johnson. Inbound goes to Kamara, and it's over to Jelajide Brown. Brown puts up a mid-range jumper, and it goes in. 72-43. Ball almost got deflected away. But Davenport recovers.
Davenport wants to see what the court's giving him. Oh,
tried a little fancy pass, but got stolen by Johnson over to Brown. Brown slipped and fell.
Slipped, but they're calling a foul? Calling him for a trip.
Appears and a tripping foul has been called.
Yes.
On Alford.
I don't.
It appeared that he slipped on his own.
Oh, I thought he slipped too.
We do have Kevin.
Sadly, there are no challenges in basketball.
Can't even challenge penalties in any other sport.
First free throw attempt is good by Brown. 72-44. Jackals have only made one field goal in this third period, which was that three-pointer. Blue Hawks are on a 9-3 run in this period thus far.
Yeah. Well, they came out exposing the slowness of the Jackals.
Well, Maceo Wolford checks back in for the Jackals. Second free throw's no good. Rebounded by the Flash. Gets
right
it
up
over
to
to
Wolford.
Wolford. Wolford puts the shot up too strong.
Flash will.
Looks like it's going to be Jackals' ball.
Yep, and Wolford is going to inbound.
Ball gets deflected by Street, but it's recovered by Alford to Calvin to Hill. Mid-range jumper, nothing
Good.
but
There
net.
you go.
Off the assist from Chris Calvin.
Yes.
Maybe that will get him going.
It's just the little things that get him going.
Nothing fancy.
No. Simple. Sometimes simple and fundamentals win games.
Jade Brown has the ball now for the Blue Hawks. Gets it off the street. And the ball gets taken away by Alford, who gives it to Wolford.
Wolford
puts it up, and it is good.
There we go.
First points of the game for Maceo Wolford. 76-44. Ball goes to Jaquan Dash. Gets it over to Kamara, rejected away by Wolford. Passes tip, but caught on the air by
Here's
Williams,
Hill.
who gives it to Hill. And Hill draws the foul.
Yep.
Hill's going to be shooting two.
It is a shooting foul, too, so Hill will be taking two from the line. What you got? Got some hockey?
Yeah, I got some hockey.
Golden Knights?
The
trailing?
Golden Knights for a first-year expansion team. How about them?
Leading the Pacific Division, I think. Pretty sure.
One thing Penguins fans aren't too happy about probably is that they drafted Marc-Andre Fleury.
Don't bring that up, please. Please don't bring that up. Anyways, the Jackals made their first free throw. Hill for the second one, and it is good.
78-44, under 6.5 left in the third period.
All right.
Got a few substitutions for the Blue Hawks.
Yep. But definitely the Jackals seemed like they were in the first half, making points whenever the
Williams with the steal.
2-0.
Gives out to Alford. Slam dunk. Off the assist from the Flash.
Yep. And Jackals are warming up to the task. Flash.
They're starting to pick it back up like in the first half.
Yep. Williams defended Dash. He's still on Dash.
To Brown, thought about the three. He's going to put up the three, and it is good.
Buffalo's
they get
making
one in. They had some trouble. They had a lot of trouble shooting the three in the first half.
It looks like they come out shooting more in the second half, and definitely a little more controlled. And
Wolford's got the ball, puts a long ranger up off the rim, no good.
No one in the paint for
Rebound by the Blue Hawks. Into the paint, puts a shot up, and it is in a tough running layup.
Wow. 5:22.
Pass goes off to Alford.
But here we go.
Alford gets a screen from Hill, goes the opposite side of the screen.
Thought about
Hill with a long two. Eddie
Nailed
got
it.
it. Alford with another assist.
And Hall with more points. It's got to be close to a double-double.
5 minutes left. 82-49 is your score now.
Hill's got to be close to a double-double.
Long-range two-pointer by the Blue Hawks off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Kamara, but the ball stripped by Wolford as it goes out of bounds.
And it stays in. Coach Bobby
From
Smith.
seeing Maceo Wolford play, one thing he's good at is stripping the ball away from the opponents.
Which creates offense.
And we got ourselves a substitution.
Yep.
Damian Harris coming into the game.
And he subs for...
Dash gets a screen, gets the ball off. Kamara shot fakes, drives, puts a shot up, and it is good. 82-51 now.
Yep.
4.5 left in the third. Wolford drives, puts a tough shot up, no good. Rebounded by
by
Hill. Once
What?
again. Ball goes out. It remains Jackals' ball.
Yep.
Hill's another one nearing a double-double himself.
I was trying to mention that earlier. He's got to be close with his rebounds. He grabs him.
Chris Calvin's going to be shooting 2 for the Jackals.
Yep. Yep, it is Calvin. All right.
The foul was on Abby Kamara. First free throw by Calvin is a swoosher. 83-51 now.
Hopefully soon 84-51.
We don't want to jinx it.
We are on wood, Norm. So we can knock on wood, theoretically. Our desk is made up. Our Facebook cameraman decided to be...
It's not theoretical. It's not theoretical.
Second free throw attempt off the rim, no good.
Oh, here it comes. That's 13. I don't have a name for him.
Blue Hawk player falls down. Williams with the steal. The Jackal Knife alley.
What an alley-oop! What a loop! What a play! 85-51. 4 minutes left in the third.
Kamara gets the ball off in time before the rush comes in by the Jackal defense. A fling attempt, no good, but Hill with another board. Gets it to Wolford, who's left alone. To Calvin.
Long
Shot's
passes.
good off the assist from Wolford.
Staying open in the back and having them see it. Oh, it looks like...
And another steal by Wolford. He's a good pickpocketer.
Wolford,
And Harris with the slam.
Slammed it home. Jamestown's feeling it again. Jamestown is absolutely feeling it now, Norm.
They're starting to get it back together after that shaky start to start the second half.
Yes, definitely.
89-51, 3.5 minutes left.
Oh, don't get that roster with pizza on it, Norm.
While we got this break in action, we're going to get some more NBA updates.
I'll
Peter ahead of the Nets in halftime, 53-43. 14 seconds left in the third. Toronto's ahead of San Antonio, 63-60. Spurs making a little bit of a comeback.
Actually,
That's
that
San
game's been
Antonio
close.
for you. 35-29. Detroit's ahead of Washington.
Really?
And Memphis is ahead of Sacramento, 32-23.
Oh, wow. I'm going to bring an update on...
LaMarcus Aldridge starting to get it back together. Goes 4 of 7 shooting in the third to make him 6 of 18 after the 2 for 11 start.
Yep, later.
Aldridge has a double-double, 17 points and 12 boards.
Hell's going to have a double-double here shortly. Michigan State is still leading Indiana. This time it's 72-50 with 4:25 left in the second half.
It appears to be a done deal for Michigan State for a victory.
Well, there's still time, but
Yeah, there's still time.
4:25 left in the second half. Still got time. These stats do not look good from Indiana. Morgan started 115, 0 for 1 on 3, 3 rebounds, 1 assist.
Blue Hawks are about ready to inbound the ball. Ball goes to Janae Brown, who gives it back to the point guard.
And the point guard will take it
Wolford and White on the defense.
close to a reach. And what's that?
And we have got a foul.
Yes.
And the foul is going to be on Maceo Wolford. It's going to be a free throws because the Jackals are now in the penalty.
Yes. No, bonus.
First free throw attempt is good by the Blue Hawks, making it 89-52.
Yep. We go. The point guard's gonna up. No good defensive board.
What a job by Harrison to
Harris,
come in and get that board.
Oh.
Gets it over to Calvin for a shot. Make.
There we go. Oh, he stripped. Oh. Is it?
And will that be a foul call?
No, Harris dragged it out of bounds with him. He actually stripped the inbound, got the inbound from.
Ball poked out by Wolford. I think we've got a nickname for him now, the Glove, or the Pickpocketer.
We'll work on this. Or we could ask him what his preferred nickname is. Oh, Harris! Easy!
Another
2 points.
long assist. There's been a long pass
Yep.
assists. It's like, let's see who throws the ball the longest.
Now it's just becoming like
Harris and
It's the same
Wolford on the
pressure.
defense. Looks like they're pressing, even though they're near for the 41-point lead.
3-on-1.
Wolford to Hill, blocked by Street,
Block.
but there's a foul.
Foul. And it's a shooting foul.
First free throw attempt is good.
Nothing but net. Hill. I'm going to go down to the
Brian
stats board.
Hawkins comes in for the Blue Hawks.
Yep. I'm going to go.
Jackals could break the century mark by the end of the third period.
That would be a really good opening night.
Second free throw, bounce off the back, gets his own board, puts a shot up, and it is
Hill,
good.
3 points in the same sequence without intending it.
Forget 2 points, I want 3.
Yes.
96-52, a coast-to-coast attempt, ball recovered by Calvin before it goes out of
Nice.
bounds.
Calvin, 2. Oh,
Off the hands of
Jackal
Jelajide
ball.
Brown. We're going to have some substitutions coming in. Khalil Sherrod's about to come in for the Jackals.
oh.
Inbound goes to Hill, who gives it off to Sherrod.
Sherrod
Gets a screen from Calvin. Gives it off to Harris, drives into the paint. Wolford recovers the ball, finds Hill. Hill puts a shot up, no good, but he draws the foul.
A shooting foul, so that'll be 2. Nine's going to get the, that's the second foul of the game, of the half.
We don't have a determination on who the name is for number 9.
Nope, there's a couple of players that we do not have.
Here comes the first free throw attempt. Bounces off the back of the rim and no good.
Hill's little, hoping that one went in.
A little too strong.
Yep, and he knew it right off his hand too. So here we
Anyhow, here comes the second free throw attempt.
go. Yep,
And he gets it nothing but net.
here we go.
97-52. Jackals are ahead and running with this one.
Yes, definitely.
Blue Hawks drive it into the paint. Lost the ball for a second, but recovers. Shot goes up and good.
Now Buffalo's trying to get back as quick as they can.
Wolford bolts down past half court.
See what Wolford wants to do here.
Drives into the paint and draws a foul.
11. Jackals will get the bonus.
We do apologize, fans, if there are any confusion with some of the Blue Hawks. We indeed
Yes.
have some players whose numbers we do not have on our copies of the roster.
Unfortunately.
Harris finds Hill. Hill puts it
What
up,
a
and he
play!
makes that look easy.
And they will. Before the end of the third period, we will have 100 points.
Under a minute and a half now, 99-54 three-point attempt, too strong. Ball
Harris
rolling
save-
around, and it goes
Harris-
out of bounds.
Harris tried to save it.
It's going to remain Blue Hawks ball.
And Hawkins will take the inbound.
Brian Hawkins going to inbound the ball for the Blue Hawks.
Yep. And Calvin's going to defend the inbound. Okay.
And
Backcourt
over and
violation.
back. It's going to be Jackals ball from that over and back.
Yep, over him.
Damian Harris with the inbound.
Yep. All right.
Harris gets it off to Sherrod on the inbound. Gets a screen from Hill.
Let's see what
Sherrod
Sherrod does
drives,
here.
puts a tough shot up. And
100. 101 to 54.
That is right, Jeremy. The Jackals have hit the century mark even before the end of the third period. And a foul's going to be called on Nathaniel Hill. 101 to 54, a minute and one left in the third quarter. Not to sound ironic.
101 with 101 left in the third. Not the fourth.
First free throw attempt bounced off the front, but it rolls in. 101 to 55.
Yeah. So there's
Second free throw attempt is good. 101-56, now a minute left in the third period. Sherrod's got the ball for the Jackals.
see what Sherrod wants to do
Takes
here.
a screen from Chris Calvin. It's an illegal screen on Chris Calvin. It's going to be an offensive foul, illegal screen. Will be Blue Hawks ball.
Yes.
Blue Hawks take it past half court. Gets a screen from Hawkins. Drives into the paint. Stolen away
Harris!
by Harris.
What a steal. What a dunk.
It is showtime here at JCC tonight.
I feel the energy in this building coming right back.
Wolford nearly got another steal.
Wolford almost made
A drive into the paint. And he indeed strips the
Here
ball, and it
comes
goes to Sherrod.
Sherrod
And then
to
Calvin.
Calvin. Easy as pie.
18 seconds left and counting. 105 to 56.
Shooting foul.
Another foul on Nathaniel Hill. I think you should just let him shoot that.
Yeah, well,
But player for the Blue Hawks is a little dinged, but
yeah,
he looks like he'll be all right.
a little limp.
As Taylor Swift said, shake it off.
Oh boy.
First free throw attempt bounces off the front of the rim. After this free throw, Jackals will have time to get one more shot off before the end of the period.
That's why we have 12 more. 12 more minutes.
Second free throw attempt. Both are no good. Hill with another rebound.
And a spin
What
to
a
get
job to
wow.
get away. Sherrod's got the ball. 8 seconds left.
Sherrod
To Calvin. Deflected. Caught out of the air by Harris. They
Harris.
got to do something. Harris puts it up.
No good.
It would have counted, but the shot's no good. As we end the third quarter, the Jackals are ahead 105 to 56.
We have 12 minutes remaining.
While we got this break in the action, let's take a look at some NBA and NCAA scores for basketball. Start of the fourth quarter of the Raptors game. Toronto's ahead still 67-64, 8.5 minutes left. Heat are ahead 62 to 48 over the Nets with a little over 8 minutes left in the third period. Grizzlies are ahead 35-34 over the Kings, and the Wizards are ahead over the Pistons 39-38.
So, oh. A break in the action.
Damn. Too hot.
Say my name, you know who I am.
Too hot.
Huh?
Charles Thomas Jr. is back in for the Jackals, as well as Jordan White as we start this fourth quarter.
And here comes Ralph Williams. Flash is going to try to get
The
into
Jackal knife. Jackal knife down the lane, and the shot is good. Another assist via Ralph Williams, a la Michael Davenport.
Wowza. Did not count.
Go, Gadget, go. And here comes the and one attempt by Davenport.
That? No. Davenport's going to take his first shot here. Is it up? No good, but the offensive
Ralph
rebound by
Williams
Williams.
again. Wow.
Oh, right off Davenport. Try to block it. Here goes Charles.
Blue Hawks into the paint.
Defending point guard. Back to Brown. Brown shoots off the board.
Williams
Charles
with
is wide
another
open.
rebound.
Here comes Ralph to Charles. Charles shoots.
Bang!
Good. There's a good player off the bench, Charles Thomas. Now
Can
here,
shoot and pass. Always beneficial.
here comes point guard, as we call him all night.
McQuester and Williams on the guarding.
Nice
Gets it
run,
off to
but-
their guy in the block, and the shot's good.
And now Flash will come up the court with the ball.
Williams
Passes
gets
up
over
to
to
Charles
Thomas. How
for
about
another
another
three.
one? Bang!
What? These threes keep getting deeper and deeper.
That was a good 2-3 feet from behind the line.
Did it hit net? Yes, it did. Did it go in? Yes, it did. That's all that counts, and it was really impressive how it did. What a screen, though.
Mid-range shot, no good. Thomas with a rebound.
And here he
making
comes.
his minutes worthwhile. Takes it down in the paint, finds
Davenport
Davenport deep
for
two.
two.
Yes.
Jamestown's feeling it here to begin
Thomas
this
with
fourth
2
period.
3-pointers in this quarter and an assist already, and we're only 10.5 left in this quarter.
10.5? Wow. We're just starting the fourth quarter.
Javon Johnson has the ball for the Blue Hawks, drives it into the paint, and a blocking foul's been called. I believe it's going to be on Jordan White.
Some of the fans here sound.
Some fans disagree, but the ref already made the call.
That's the only opinions that matter.
Dash and Street come back in for the Blue Hawks. Once again, there's no instant replay in basketball except for when the refs look for flagrant fouls and shots on the buzzers.
Exactly. And there's no. I think a fan just said something about flag. There is no flags. In
Kamara's
basketball.
about to inbound the ball for the Blue Hawks. Gets a screen from Street, but
here's
stolen by Flash. And an easy 2 points.
Woo! What a steal by Flash.
Even though they're up big, they are not stopping.
No, height doesn't matter when you have good speed.
The way what some people say is it's their job to stop them.
Yep.
Dash puts a tough shot up, no good. Rebounded by Davenport. Davenport to Williams. Williams for three, no good. Davenport fights with a board, knocks it off a player. No.
Oh!
Williams
spin by
recovers.
Flash. Charles.
Thomas for three. Not this time. Rebounded by Street, who's made his minutes worthwhile for the Blue Hawks tonight.
Yes.
Takes it past half court. Playing a point forward right now. Johnson drives it into the paint, but the ball's stripped by McCluster, and he gets a steal.
3-on-1, Charles.
To Thomas.
Back.
To McCluster.
Easy. 119-58 with 9:15 left here in the fourth period. What fast-paced action by the Jackals coming out.
Kamara's got the ball, and he gives it off in the low block. Shot's no good. Tipped by White, recovered by McCluster. Granny to Flash, and Flash scores.
Now, what type of run is this?
There are lightning bolts under Ralph Williams' feet.
We're having pizza and a reflection and West multi-purpose room. So, just when you're done. When we're done, when the game is like all over and we're all done packing up, we're gonna have pizza and like reflect over our multi-purpose room first. Okay. Just letting you guys know.
What?
Multi, like West. Right before West.
Okay.
So, what are some scores look like in the professionals, Jeremy? NBA, NCAA. Even though this is technically professional, this is a minor league. We're looking at the major leagues right now.
We're semi-pro, but hey, okay. Well, first, let me get back to them. That's hard. All right, so with 5:09 left in the fourth quarter, it is San Antonio 69, Toronto 74. With 6:44 in the third, it is Miami 67, Brooklyn 53. At halftime, 46-46, with Detroit tied with Washington, and the Sacramento Kings is tied with Memphis 40.
There's been some pretty close games in the world of the NBA tonight, thus far.
Close games are the best games.
$8:59 left. Jackals ahead 121-58. What a way for an opening night to start.
What a great opening night. But the way from up here it looks like, the way Jamestown's seeing the court, they see plays develop and they anticipate the play, and they seem connected. Buffalo's trying to get those plays to connect, but they're not connecting as well. I'm not sure if you agree, Norm, on that statement, but...
No, I absolutely agree. Of course I do. There's also been a few times where they've caught Buffalo napping and they take advantage.
Hail Marys.
Kamara's got the ball, defended by Charles Thomas. Now goes to Street to Johnson. Johnson picks up a screen, drives into the paint, puts a shot, blocked by White.
And Charles
gives
is gonna
up
have
to Thomas, who's had a big quarter. To Williams.
Flash
left
for
alone
three.
for three.
Nope.
No good. Ball recovered by Dash, who gives it off to Johnson.
Dash blocked the pass, but he was unable
Ball gets
to...
tipped by White. A save, but not successful.
And Davenport will have the ball up to...
An
Is it
ooper
Calvin?
to Brandon McCluster.
Oh, McCluster, okay. 1, 2, 3. Hey, all right, 1, 2, 3. Oh!
A charge attempt by Williams is no good. Street gets the ball, and he makes the shot easily.
Jamestown doubling.
Street's giving himself
Buffalo
a hard
again.
night's work tonight.
Yes. After a slow third period, here comes Jamestown again. Flash with the ball, seeing what he's given.
Drives it into the paint. The jackal knife maneuver.
Oh, what's this?
A pushing foul.
Ooh. So, it will be a, shooting foul. Is it shooting or is it inbound?
It's an inbound.
Yep, it'll be. Cluster will inbound it. And defending.
The foul was on Jordan Street. We got a couple substitutions. Nathan Williams and Jalajade Brown come into the game.
Coming right back.
One of the players coming out for Blue Hawks is Jordan Street.
Yep.
Street has made the most of his minutes.
Yes, and here's Ralph with the ball. Let's see what he can do. He's going to drive
Jackal knife. The jackal knife maneuver. That never gets old to watch.
Nope.
Kamara's got the ball and gives it off to Johnson.
I love our witty puns, Norm.
Johnson puts, no, it's a pass.
Caught the Jackals
A
off guard
great
little bit.
defense by Michael Davenport.
Yep, here comes
Williams
one. Oh,
makes the shot
Charles.
anyway.
Oh.
Thomas to McCluster.
Nice answer. Great answer right there. Great
I
answer.
think within time, Charles Thomas is going to be great off the bench for the Jackals.
Maybe
Just from this game tonight.
He's got. Oh, Buffalo unable to
Looking
get
like volleyball
Yeah.
out there.
Yeah.
McCluster does a little trickeration. Gives it
Oh.
to Williams alone for three.
That
Bang!
behind the back pass to Williams. Wow. Ralph Williams got to be close.
128 to 62.
Yeah,
6 3/4 left in this game.
With assists and points scored. I wonder
Here
how
comes Dash into the paint, finds Johnson. Thought about shooting it for a minute, decides not to. Johnson loses the ball, but it's recovered by Brown.
And Brown is being defended heavily.
By White.
Yeah. Shot clock violation. Shot will not count.
Khalil Sherrod's going to come back in for the Jackals in place of Charles Thomas Jr.
All these players, but Jamestown, they should feel really good about how each individual player that played tonight played.
Everybody contributed. Sherrod misses that shot, though,
Sherrod,
but there is a foul.
Yep. Sherrod gets up after being on the court a little bit. Ralph giving him a little joke right there.
The foul's on Nathan Williams for the Blue Hawks.
Mm-hmm. And it will be, yep,
An inbound.
inbound. All right, Williams with the ball. Let's see what he does with it.
McCluster's giving him a screen. Little pick and roll opportunity. Doesn't take
back
it.
to
Davenport
Davenport.
for three. No good.
Nope.
Rebound by Kamara. Gives off to Javon Johnson. Johnson driving coast to coast, and the shot's no good.
And rebounded by the Jackals.
Williams with another
Here
rebound.
comes Flash. Let's see what he does.
Jackal
Behind
back to the
the
paint
back.
to McCluster.
These behind the back passes are accurate. Everything seems to be clicking here.
Practice, practice, practice.
And anticipating where your teammate's going to be.
That as well.
Jackal ball or?
An offensive foul's been called on the Blue Hawks.
On Nathan Williams.
Charles Thomas comes back in for Jordan White.
This is. Now here comes Williams. For a
Puts
three.
up a three. No good.
But another
Rebounded
rebound.
by Sherrod. Davenport thought about the three, decides to back out.
Maybe gives it to Sherrod.
Picks up a screen from Davenport. Thomas, long range.
Another
Bang!
three. Charles Thomas can nail those threes.
He's going to be a good off-bench player this season.
Oh, yes. Maybe eventually.
Shots
down the
no
road.
good by Nathan Williams, but offensive rebound by Kamara. Puts a tough shot up, no good, but a foul's been called.
Yep.
Foul's been called on Charles Thomas.
Mm-hmm. Kamara will take his first shot. Tries to visit a shot. It's up, and it's no good off the back of the rim.
So, while the second free throw is being attempted, you ever worked in basketball before as an announcer or public address before tonight?
No.
Well, how do you like it thus far?
I'm loving it.
You and me will do great together throughout the season, Jeremy. That's why I
Yes.
chose you.
And I very much thank you for this opportunity.
You know I got your back.
I also want to thank our general manager, Kayla Crosby, for giving me this opportunity as well. Thank you, Kayla.
I'm very grateful that she gave me this opportunity to do this season.
Yes.
For the last 2 years, I was the public address announcer. I wanted an opportunity for something like this, and I've got it.
Well,
I'm forever
congratulations.
grateful for that.
Yes.
This is the break that you and I both need.
Yes.
Sadly didn't get it for the Express, but we got something good.
Which the Southern Tier Express will be in action against the Rock City Royals tomorrow night at Northwest Arena. $5 admission. Sorry, shameless plug there.
Ralph Williams has the ball now for the Jackals. He picks up a screen from McCluster. Jackal knife into the paint, no good. Johnson gets the board, gets past half court. Gets it off to Williams, who gives it to Dash. Dash to Johnson, some trickery maneuver, and the shot's good off the assist from Dash.
Actually, Johnson took that shot. Oh, Johnson swats it back out. Pretty sure. I think Johnson had that one.
Yeah, he did.
Yep. All right.
That's my bad.
It's all good. We all make mistakes. And
That is true.
The heat, it's the heat of the moment, really.
Chris Calvin's going to inbound for the Jackals.
Everyone's saying spread out. Spread out. That's all I hear from the floor. Spread out.
One thing, full court press.
Yes. Right here.
Or not. Nope.
Well,
either way, Ralph Williams has the ball. Tried to find some paint, doesn't get it. Sherrod for three. No, off the rim, no good.
Oh. Kamara gets the rebound, gets it up. Should I believe? Cannot see that number.
Kamara's got it.
Yep. Charles gets it out of Kamara's hands. Right
Javon
to
Johnson.
Yep.
Jalajide Brown puts a shot up, no good. Ralph Williams with another rebound. He is a good rebounder for a point
around
guard.
the screen.
Behind the back to McCluster to Calvin, and we have a traveling violation.
Oh.
3.5 minutes left, 133 to 65.
That would have been a beautiful 2 points.
I'm sure the coach isn't too worried about it, though.
Nope.
Dash has the ball for the Blue Hawks, looking to come up with something for the team. Gives it over to Jalajide Brown, over to Kamara. Kamara's on a 2-on-1. Thomas and McCluster looking, puts up a wild shot.
But
I believe he's going to get a shooting foul for that.
Oh, wait. Okay.
No, there's no shooting foul. It's going to be an inbound.
All right.
Sometimes you get the continuation,
Yep.
sometimes you don't.
Exactly.
Inbound goes to Dash,
Dash
over to
gets-
Kamara.
Yep.
Kamara with a long range two, short, but Dash with the rebound. Long range two, short of the mark. Rebound offensively, no good by Kamara. Got his own rebound again, no good. Pierce Kamara wanted a foul, but he's not going to get it. Doesn't look too happy.
No.
We have ourselves a media timeout.
With 2:52 remaining in the fourth period. It is 133-65.
Some scores for the NBA. Heat are still ahead against the Nets, 69-61, 141 left in the third. The Spurs are trailing the Raptors still, 84-76. This game may be over, 30 seconds left. Wizards and Pistons and the Kings and Grizzlies are tied. Wizards and Pistons are tied at 46. The Kings and the Grizzlies are tied at 40. And the Nuggets are off to an 8-0 lead 2 minutes in.
I'm going to pull up the NCAA here.
Let me put my stuff up.
How's that one college game looking?
Michigan State wins 85-57.
If it was an unranked team, those are usually easy victories, but not always.
Nothing's guaranteed in basketball or in any sport. In NHL news, Golden Knights and Florida Panthers are tied. Montreal and Washington are tied at 1 at the end of 2.
One rising star that I think is going to be good in the NBA, Lauri Markkanen.
Oh, yes.
From the
definitely.
Chicago Bulls.
Yep.
He was the quickest to make 100 threes, I believe, in NBA history in the less amount of games. Only took him half the year. And now with Zach LaVine back from injury and Robin Lopez looking really good.
Chicago's going to be a team to beat. Maybe.
Okay, now the Blue Hawks are inbounding the ball. to Dash. Thought about the three. Decides to drive to the paint. Puts a shot up. No good. Tries to get his own rebound. Goes out of bounds and remains Blue Hawks ball.
Oh, I thought that went off. Went off Dash, but maybe it went off the fingertip of McAllister.
Kamara with the inbound gives it off to Nathan Williams. Williams gets it to Johnson. Picks up a screen. Long range two-pointer. Got it.
Nice shot.
2.5 minutes left. 133 to 67 in favor of the Jackals. Ralph Williams takes a pass half, tries to get to the paint.
McAllister. McCluster. Oh,
The Charles Thomas, what an impact he's been off the bench tonight for the
Definitely.
Jackals.
Yep.
The Chris Calvin. Calvin puts up the shot, and it is good.
Nice shot.
Thought about it for a minute, decided to put it up, and he got a swoosh.
Definitely.
Nathan Williams has it, drives into the paint, puts a shot up, and no good.
Wow.
Rebounded by McCluster, who gives it back to Ralph Williams. Gets up to Calvin, puts a three up. Off the rim, no good.
But rebounded by Williams. Now,
McCluster for three, no good.
2-7.
Sherrod tried to bounce it off of a Blue Hawk, but it doesn't work.
But look at Sherrod.
Kamara's got the ball for the Blue Hawks, and we've got a foul. Appears going to be on Charles Thomas.
Blocking foul.
There's going to be a couple substitutions. Jordan Moore Graves coming in for the Blue Hawks. Inbound to Brown. Pass is too strong.
Completely whiffed it.
Williams has the ball now for the Jackals. Picks up a screen from Calvin. Gets it to McCluster for three. Bang!
Nothing but net. Beautiful.
That'll be the cherry on top for a big night by the Jackals tonight.
Definitely.
A minute left, 138 to 67. Dash recovers the ball. Gets it off to Moore Graves. Back to Dash. 5 seconds left in the shot clock. They got to do something. Moore Graves puts a three up. Short.
Oh,
Calvin
Charles
gets
Thomas
the board.
is wide open in the back.
Thomas saves the ball.
Oh.
And Sherrod recovers.
Oh.
What hustle by
Wow.
Charles Thomas Jr.
See him trailing. I'm hoping they're going for him.
Williams has the ball now. Calvin drives into the paint, puts a tough shot up, no good, but he will shoot two.
Yep. Jamestown has a bonus. It's probably PA. That is good. Calvin with a 3-4 attempt. He's going for his second one. Right now it's 139.
To 67. Second free throw's no good. Sherrod with the rebound. Gets it off to Williams.
That's speed by
McCluster
Williams.
puts up a three. Off the rim, no good.
Brown
Rebounded
yep.
by Jordan Moore Graves. Recovers his own deflection. They'll have time for one shot, and a foul's going to be called on McCluster.
Yep. $12.8. What an opening night.
Nathan Williams is going to shoot for the Blue Hawks.
Yep.
First free throw attempt is good, making it 140-68.
This point, it looks like Jamestown will double Buffalo. And Williams' shot is good. Now Calvin rebounds it into Williams.
And Williams is just going to kill this clock.
Jamestown will come out with the victory.
What a way to open the night for the season for the Jackals.
Good opening night by Jamestown.
That is the end of the game, and your final score being 140-69. Your Jackals with their first win of the season on opening night.
In a beautiful fashion. Great defense, great speed. Love the effort. Really loved the three-pointers tonight. We're really on point.
As the cliche says, a team effort.
Yes.
On behalf of the Phys Ed Complex here at Jamestown Community College, I'm Norm Rodriguez along with Jeremy Becker. We thank everybody for watching, and to all the fans, please drive home safely.
Yes.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.